summer, and what all were you working on?
Summer was pretty good. I didn't really, well, football-wise, I was working on like pass rush, getting in with coaches and seeing what I can do better for the season, and then being able to go see my family a little bit. It's always good to do.
Are you working with any pass rush specialist or individual coach or anybody specialized in either the summer or just in general, Jordan? I know like Dorless worked with several guys. Are there guys like that for you?
Not really. We were kind of coming up here like after like runs and stuff and doing some extra work in the sand as a group, and then Coach Darian, our assistant D-line coach, would come out there with us and work a little bit pass rush.
What has he brought to you guys? What has he brought to you, personally? What kind of tools have you started to show you, either moves or certain training techniques or whatever?
Yeah, like mostly like pass rush when we do like club rip, just bringing a rip and counters off of it. So we've been honing in on that and seeing what we can do when it comes to like different situations, what kind of sets the O-line gives us.
Do you feel like right now, heading into the season, that you're maybe getting the attention you deserve nationally? That all these preseason deals, and there'll be watch lists this week and preseason honors and all this stuff, and you were awfully productive, and so far you're not getting a lot of attention on some of those. Do you feel like you're getting what you deserve, or you're a little under the radar?
I wouldn't say under the radar. I feel like last season I didn't really, do the best I could until towards the end. So that, I mean, a lot of that makes sense. It was a new system for me. I'm getting into it. I feel like I fully got it now. So, I feel like everything's going to be in place for the season coming up. I wouldn't say I'm like behind the curve or anything, but I feel like I'm where I need to be.
Where'd the video game get you most accurate, and where'd they do you dirty? You're like the 12th best defensive end in the game, so you're pretty good.
Yeah. I like how I play in the game. Some people move me around, put me at linebacker. My teammates said that's what I like. Like I can move around the field, be at any position really. It's not much I don't like. I mean, I don't play it as much as I should, but I like it.
Did you see that somebody had a save where you won the Heisman?
Yeah, I saw that. So he didn't look like me, but I saw. Yeah.
What do you think it would take for you to win the Heisman from a production standpoint this year?
Probably about 18 sacks, 2 touchdowns on defense.
No, not a tight end or anything.
Nah, I would love to play some tight end, but probably like 5 forced fumbles and like double-digit tackles for loss, a couple of sacks.
Is there anyone on the team so far that's proven to be really good at that game? Or
I've played Tasheem. Tasheem's pretty good. Yeah, that's probably the only person I've played so far.
Did you go to the leadership retreat, guys, back at Camp Abbott?
Yeah.
A couple months ago?
Yeah.
What did you get out of that? What were you personally, what did you experience out of that?
Just having everybody together was really the main deal, and then how everybody could buy in for the season coming up, and then just what we need to like move forward, and as leaders, like how will we bring everybody with us? So that was like the main part I took from it, and it was just a good experience.
And for you personally, what were they kind of trying to impress upon you? Like if they were talking to Ferguson, Terrence was talking about like for him specifically being more vocal.
Yeah.
Jeff was talking about trying to bring along the younger guys more for him. For you personally, what were the things that they were kind of focusing on?
Yeah, probably both of those, because we have a good bit of younger guys in our group, and for me, I don't really say too much when it comes to like on the field wise, but now I feel like I'm doing more speaking up and trying to bring everybody along. So that's really what the main focus was for that, and I think I'm doing well so far.
You talked about finding your comfort level kind of towards the end of last season. Was there anything that surprised you about just the transfer season and just how, just did anything kind of surprise you in that year and just like how long it took you to adjust?
I would say like our playbook. It was like a different position from what I was used to coming from South Carolina, and I just had to like buy in, ask all the questions I needed to ask, and then I think mid-season it started like clicking. Turning over to this newer season, I think I got everything that I need.
Was there like a specific moment where things really seemed to click?
I won't say a specific moment. I think like mid-season, like going into meetings, every note, stuff like that would start making sense. At first I was like, why am I in a 4-eye? But when you look at the defense and what the linebackers have to do, what gaps they have to fill in, it makes a lot more sense.
There were a lot of guys who last year were saying the difference from year 1 to year 2 under Tosh's system. So you're in that kind of same mindset where you feel like it could make a big difference on both you and the rest of the defense going into year 2 or year 3.
Yeah, even the new guys, like the guys that came in the spring, like I know it's probably difficult for them, but like right now I feel like they all like got it. So once you like can figure out what like spot you're supposed to be in or what you're supposed to do, your job or something like that, the playbook or anything Coach Tosh needs us to do becomes easy.
What went into your decision to come back?
Well, really, when I got hurt, Pac-12 championship, I feel like I left a good bit on the table. And then, like I said, I didn't really turn it around mid-season. So I feel like I needed to come back and finish what I
You were talking about becoming like a leader this time of year. When you were in high school, like, were you one of those leaders when you were a senior? And, like, how have you kind of used that experience to help with some of these younger guys?
Yeah, I think high school-wise, I was kind of like lead by example. So I feel like everything I did, everybody else around me kind of follow. College is a little bit different. You got to be like more vocal because it's a lot like I don't know how to say it. It's different because players are bigger, it moves faster. So being able to pick up a younger guy who's like not able to get into it or learn the plays really helps. And I also lead by example out here too. So even if I don't have to say anything, they still pay attention to what I do.
Jordan, sorry if you've already been asked this by others, but the physicality of this conference of these national championship contending teams, it seems like this defense is built to compete with that physicality. I'm wondering your perspective, just being in those rooms with those guys and practice on this starting.
Yeah, I think it really starts with our mindset because we have some people that I guess played against teams we're about to play this season,
Right.
And they're just telling us how it really is. Like teams like to run the ball a lot and what kind of mindset we have to have going into the game. So just listening to what they got to say. And then football is kind of all the same. Nothing will really change unless a team really wants to run the ball the whole game. But everything's going to go in place, like how we say, how we have it planned.
And you guys have been tested, obviously, before by teams of that caliber. What lessons do you try to, take out of those games over the years to inject into this year?
I guess the way we practice. So like if it's a run-heavy team, our mentality in practice going into it will be different. And if they like to throw the ball a lot, we'll pay attention to that. And then tendencies, we always try to pick up on tendencies. So I think we'll take all of that into games when we go this year.
We talked to Matthew Bedford about the talent along the defensive line. I'm just curious from your perspective on the other side, what's this offensive line group like?
Well coached. You can after every practice, every workout, they're always getting extra work, and really vocal. I like the way they've been practicing recently, and they're just connected. That's probably the biggest thing about them. Like they're always picking each other up. Even like the younger guys, they always bring them along. And then I think they have a pretty savvy group this year. They did last year as well, but I think this year it's going to come together.
You said in spring ball that you felt like coming back could help this team get over the hump to get a national championship, and I don't think that's like hyperbole. I think that really is like you could very much help. Just how does that feel knowing that you can have such a big impact on this team and their overall dreams?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I know we got a lot of different players with like different attributes. I feel like me coming back could help, being on the edge or playing a little bit of 4-eye. And then, like I said earlier, we left a lot on the table. So just being there and everybody wants to win the national championship. So that's something I really want to be a part of too.
One more.
Has there been any, through spring camp, were there any freshmen that kind of really stood out to you, just in whatever way, shape, or form?
I really couldn't pull out one single freshman, but as a whole group, because they kind of like meet after our meetings, like
Right.
the older guys, they all kind of like bought in, like all together. So like when they all buy in, they're kind of like holding each other accountable. So each freshman that we have has been doing like pretty good recently.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.